American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love out. Yeah, shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way. Folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action, Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll toss it to Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go now. Green.
Off of play action, Darnold. Out left to Shaheen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now, Barney.
On second down, here's Allen. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey, boys, got four down. Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 26 yards. And the Bills are in for 6.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Drops it off for Coleman.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Coleman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Darnold on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Allen off the play fake. He's got the man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it went for big yardage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
On first down, Murray. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And now they'll throw with Allen. Completes it to Coleman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They go play action here on first down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 60 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold from the red zone now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. His throw caught right around the 6, and all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Darnold. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think that they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
On second down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Take four. Leopard, Detroit.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This give is to McCoy. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Detroit! Gun!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
Allen will set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage, loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now Allen again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's got some space here. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for the touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Davis continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. On play action, Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this out to about the 14. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
To throw on second down is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The result, a first down, as a quick slant gets him 14. First down, it's Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Boom! Look at it!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Detroit.
Darnold. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the... .44. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now let's go.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. That's taken in by Stewart. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And now running right through it. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go. 3 and 8.
He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! 3 and
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Phillip Gaines there defensively. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy.
Baby, could you? I got too much on my mind right now. I ain't got the time to get you sailing around.